Hi everyone, just been down the bank real early, 7:30 in the morning. So I've got $700 worth of coins. I have $200 of Australian $2 coins, $400 of Australian $1 coins, and $100 of Australian 50-cent pieces. Mass amount. I'll get into these and we'll see what we can find today. And I've got to do close-ups on these, so that means that the $1 coins that I've still got to do will be a part 2 video. Just the part 1 will be on these $2 and these 50-cent pieces here, 18 of them. Because I've got to do a few close-ups, it'll take up time, and I'm restricted to about 27 minutes at 4K down to full HD because of the equipment I've got. So anyway, to start it off, 1970 Captain Cook. Some of these I've just kept because they're just to show what you can find in here as it comes to commemoratives, and sometimes you can score some nice ones. The Captain Cook, look, it's freezing here in Victoria. I've got my gloves on, early morning. But anyhow, so I got this Captain Cook because on my last video, I think it was, my last Noodle video, I had two Captain Cook varieties, which was the date variety. This is the standard date on the Captain Cook. The 0 to the 9 across the 7 are dead flat. So if you run a line across the 9 to the 0, you'll go across the 7. The variety is a tilted right 7. It tilts to the right, making the top of the 7 point upwards. If you run a line across it, it won't go to the 9. If you run from the 0 across the 7, it'll run straight up to the rim. So it's angled up like that. That's normal, 7, tilted to the right like that. And when you run a line across it, it goes to the rim. So look out for them. They're about 50-50 to find. So neither one's rare against each other or scarce. You'll find just as many standard as you will tilted 7 varieties. Then I got a 1981 Charles and Diana, so kept that one. It's a goldy colour, and these patina up real nice. I've had plenty of these where I've kept them in the binder, and after a couple of years they all tend to get this goldy silver colour to them. So somebody's just put that into the coins to use. I'll keep that one. I'll keep all of them in actual fact. And again, keep them. You can spend them later, it doesn't matter, you can do whatever you want, but you will not lose value in keeping any coins at all. No different to put them in your money box, but in this case you're actually taking care as to which ones you want to keep in an album. So then, lovely, very hard to find, 1991, 25 years of decimal, the RAM 50 cents at 4.3 million mintage on them. Then we got 2000 Millennium. It was just in nice condition. You don't find them overly in nice condition now. I had rolls of these I was buying when they first came out. Beautiful, sold them all, lovely condition. Never found an incused variety in the roll though. Only ever found them in circulation. So I kept that because it's nice. It's got no fat letters, which you can get these as fat letters, which is an error. It's just die shift. Instead of doubling, it just moves them out and just makes them really wide. You can get all different amounts of those letters and all of them done. You can get a variety on this, and it's an incused flag. That flag sits obtuse or on top. The variety is the bars on the flag are incused, which means to be sunken in. So the one going that way and the one that way are actually cut out, as you would say, pushed in. This sits flat, so look for them. They're worth good money, real good money. Then I've got a 2001 Victoria Federation, Centenary Federation, 1901 to 2001. They're very good. They're fine. Hard to find now. And again, when I had these in rolls, I had these in rolls. I bought rolls of basically every one of the states. There's 9 states to get, plus there's a Federation coat of arms 50 cents that they brought out, and the 20 cents is too, but now pretty scarce to come by. But I've only found about 5 or 6 50 cents since December 2020, and 3 of them have been Victoria. So I'm sure there's people out there that want that Victorian. They're all, the mintage on these were 2 million each, except for New South Wales was 3 million, but they're all around 2 mil or so. Hard to find. And then this one's Australia Day 2010. I kept it because I try to keep one good one of each one, so if I have to show it for anything. And that one turned out to be quite a nice coin when I looked at it. So I'll keep that one, 2010, Australia Day. And then, lovely, low mintage, 1997 at 4.3 million. Very nice. The 1991, well, 4.7, I think it said 4.3, 4.7 mil. So nice low mintages. That's a nice one to keep. With the 93 and the 85. I haven't found an 85 since December yet. I'm yet to find one. Nice. Then 2018 IRB. If they're not turned over, they're all coat of arms, the same as these, no difference. The 2018s I keep 3.7 mil on them, so that's, you know, it's pretty low. So I keep them all. I've got quite a few of them at the moment, but I'll just go through them, get the best ones, and then go and, I don't know, spend the rest somewhere on something. Yeah, just remember, you can spend these, put them away, it doesn't matter. You get caught out, dig them out and spend them and search for them again. That's what I find about noodling, seriously. If I was to spend, well, not these 4, well possibly these 3, not that one. But if I was to spend all them, I'll guarantee that I would find all them again. Guaranteed that as I go through the year, I find them again. So if you do have to spend them, believe me, there might only be a couple that you can't find again, maybe, but you'll find them again. So no worries about restacking or restocking your collection if you do get in any troubles and you've got to spend your cash. So then the next one is the elusive, but not for me for some reason, number 19, that one. 2019 JC. At the current moment, the lowest mintage at 70,000 only, but it's looking like we're going to be pumping up towards, you know, the million. I'm taking a guess that that's probably what it's going to be. But that's number 19. And I have 5 IRBs. I traded one that's 6. So I've had 6 IRB 2019 with the old effigy. They're at 240,000, and I've got 5, traded one, so 6 IRBs to 19 of the JC at 70,000. So the IRB 2019, extremely hard to come across. Well, for me here, I'm getting the JCs and not many IRBs. Other people the other way around, and some people aren't getting any at all. So we won't know till the annual report comes out this year as to the correct figures for all of them. And then my last noodle that I found my first 2021 50 cent piece. And well, look what I got. 2 of them. No mintage figures, of course. They released them this year, January the 22nd, I believe it was. And I found my first one on the 17th of May, and now I've got another 2. So, lovely. A little beaten around though, this one, but I'll keep them, because I don't know what the mintage figure is going to be. This is the 1999 large head that I found. Beautiful condition, beautiful, almost uncirculated. And that's the large head 2001 I found, which is all spaced IRB. That's the standard at I spaced RB join. And this is a small head, extremely hard to find, extremely hard to find. The small head 1999, the standard head. The large head you can find at the moment about 15 to 20 large head varieties to one standard small head 1999. Very hard to distinguish between the two. The large head is right up near the rim. The small head is just away from the rim. Let's say 0.2 from the rim of a mill, 0.3. Extremely hard. This one I've put because that's the best one I've got, and we can see the differences. Close-ups on that. What we have is on the left side here is the small head 1999. The distance between the lettering to the rim, the inner rim, is further away than this one, which is the large head variety $2. And you can see the distance between the two there. You can see the B. The Z's really good. I always check the Z. The Z and the T, because they're flat topped, they're the best two to look at for the distance. So if you look at the Z on this one, the distance, and you look at the Z on that one, you can see. The same as the T. You see the distance and here. So if that's 0.2, that's 0.3. This small head is in exceptional condition, believe me. This one is beautiful condition, shiny as. It's probably not showing up there because of the light, but it's extremely shiny. You know, EF plus somewhere there, but very nice coin. Large head variety, so that's the variety. And the small head, that's the best one I've got. They're extremely hard to find in good condition. Extremely hard to tell the difference between the two when there's wear on them. So I've had to dig out the best ones so you can see clearly here that there's a smaller gap there to there. No use looking at their heads and that. These are so small that it's hard to decipher them. They have to be in top nick for someone just to stand out and say, yeah, that's it. But when these start wearing, they're really hard to tell between the two. Really, really hard. One of the hardest. But if you've got them in good condition, you can tell them easier. So the large head variety, get one. Get nice ones. Just keep them. They're not the one. They're not rare. They're not scarce. It's this one. The standard 1999 small head $2 coin. Go out and try and find them. Even if you know, and that's that you can tell the difference between the two. Not that you not find them because you can't. You can't find them because they are scarce as chook's teeth. Swear to God, they're hard as. The variety, they're somewhere between 15 to 20 large head varieties to one small head standard coin. It's one of the only ones where the variety is minted far more than the standard coin. They only minted a few of these and then they went to them. So at the rate I've got them, you know, they're extremely hard to find. Extremely hard to find. So get your varieties, always collect your varieties. And I'm lucky, that's a really nice one. I'll keep that one, definitely keeping that one. But I'll throw back any of them, I've got enough of them. They're a dime a dozen. You can find them every time you get $2 worth, you get $2 of coins, you're going to find large head variety $2 and they're guaranteed. It's this one, the small head, you ain't going to find it. They're like 1 per 1,500. They are extremely scarce. So look for the variety, but keep every single one of those small head $2 $5 coins on the 1990. Keep every one of them. They're extremely scarce. Close-ups on that to show you. Okay, and so now what we've got is the 2001 variety. So what we have here is the standard 2001 small head. Underneath the Queen's head is the initials Ian Rank broadly, and on this one the I on this is spaced and the RB is joined. That's the standard head. This one is the large head. The I, RB underneath are all spaced. There's a gap between every one. In this case it is the large head variety that you want to collect. The 1999 is the small head. Get a variety. Always keep one of each, two of each, whatever the amount that you want or can find. But in the 2001 it's the large head that you want, and it's the other way around, with the 99 small head being 1 to 15, 20 large head variety 99s. In this case it's the other way around. You get one large head variety to about 12 to 15 standard head. So they're both in the same boat, the 1999 and 2001, but the small head 1999 is the harder to find, just on the fact that it's hard to differentiate the two when they're worn. So a lot of people probably throw back small heads not knowing. But anyway, hopefully these help you keep them. This is the 2001 small head. You can see the I is spaced to the RB joined. The R looks like it's booting the B in the back there. So that's the standard small head. And this one is the large head variety. And as you can see on there, that the I nearly missing, like R and B are all spaced. That's the large head variety, and you can see how weak that eye is. And this coin's not too bad for out of circulation, but you'll find them bashed and hit, so they're hard to find. One of them to every 12 to 15 small head 2001s. I've got plenty of videos on these 1999 up close to show you how to identify them. This one's here is two 1980 double bar variety coins. Not error, I call them variety. They were put there on the mint, and so that's a variety. An error to me means an error. These were deliberate. Somebody accidentally put a couple of things at the back of the emu which looked like a set of train tracks side by side, high and nice and clear, and they grinded the offending bit out, they called it, to repair it. They did the same in 79, so that's 2 years in a row, and then that comes down to the designer for the dies. They were put in there by mistake, but they were in there by mistake and they put them in there. So that to me is a variety. An error is when something happens to the die or the process and it causes something to happen on it that causes damage to the coin. And so variety on purpose, well, accidentally on purpose, it doesn't matter. Errors are something that happens during the process that shouldn't have happened, from damage, wear, breakages. Anyhow, that's my definition of variety and error. So two 1980 double bar varieties. Beyond the emu, two train tracks. Easy to spot on 79s as well for that. Okay, this is the 1980 double bar. As you can see beyond the emu's head here, there's two train tracks. And they look like they're continuing on from the reading behind it, but the mint said no. They said it was irregularity and they scrubbed it out. But that was 79, and guess what happened in 1980? The same thing. They're not die fill, die cracks, nothing. They were there by mistake by the guy that did the design. Definitely. He just, in a daze maybe, I don't know, and just continued on with it. But anyway, that's a variety, and you can get the same on the 79 that's just like that. So this next one is the student design, 50 cents, of 2004. And it might be that that's my first error coin that I found of this particular one. And I just caught it as I was about to toss it into the rest that's being checked. And I'll show a close up on this, but the queen has got two tusks, little tusks, bottom buck teeth if you want to call it. So they come out from the bottom of the mouth and curl up over her lip. There's two of them side by side, two cuds. So cuds is the chips out of the die, and cud is actually C.U.D, and that's what the mint class is. Anything that is not how it's supposed to be, and that's just coin underdeveloped. That's what they call it. So when we say a cud for a blob, the truth is that every coin that's mistakenly made or anything is a cud. It's a coin underdeveloped, but it's been now known as a blob, or the chip that comes in the die and it leaves a obtuse object on the coin somewhere. But that's what a cud really is. But in this case, cud, blob, it's there. I'll show that up close because that's a beauty. So this is the 2004 student design 50 cent piece, and you can see from the lips on the queen there's a nice cud. Look at the split in the center. It's actually, it's a tongue, isn't it? A nice, that's nice coin. Anyway, can't think of a name to put on that one, but queen licking her lips. Yeah, excellent find, that one. Nearly missed that one. Nearly missed it. So here, these three here, that's a 2010, 2013 and a 2017, and I've already got exactly the same coins, and I found the three coins like this that I've already got in one noodle, just like I found now, which is weird as. But anyway, things happen that are strange, stranger than fiction. Couldn't write about it. But so 2010, it's got a cud blob at the back of the kangaroo, reed to the kangaroo. So this coin's the 2010, and on the back of the kangaroo there, you can see the kangaroo's back to this reed in here. So I've got about, I think I've got 4 coins, 2010, 13, 16, 17, and the 18 I think I said 19 before. I have to check again. Could have 18. I've got 18. Could have the 19. JC. I know I had an error on the JC. 50 cents. The 2013. It's got the same. And so this is the 2013, which has the cud in exactly the same spot. So this is where I'm saying you can get a series of these. Try and find them right through the whole range. Hard challenge, and I'm sure if it's weak in about 4 or 5 years in that spot, there's going to be other years that are going to be able to get found out there. So check every 50 cents back on that kangaroo. 2017 has got the same. And so this one is the 2017, and as you can see, it's just down further from that corner there that it's normally in, and it's going across onto the kangaroo. It's quite a good size, that one. Trying to light it up a bit there. So yeah, so look for these on all the 50 cent pieces anyhow, and they're a good series to try and collect of error coins. Lovely, and they'll be worth good money. You get, the more you get in that lineup, the more money they're going to be worth. So these are good value to have. This will be the end of part one. The $1 coins I'll put on their own, because I can't do anything past about 27 minutes unless I drop down to a lower quality, and I don't really want to do that. Until part 2 comes out, which will be the $1 coins, $400 of them. That's going to be a good one. Thanks very much for watching, and until that next noodle comes up, bye bye.